You know, I love the fact that sometimes when you're reading a Bible verse, you think, oh, I've never seen that before. And sometimes what you've not seen before is the juxtaposition of ideas and concepts. And I find that when I'm reading Galatians. I love the Galatians letter. I love studying the Galatians letter. And I'd love you to study it with me too. But here in Galatians 5 and verse 1, it said, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery." You know, the thought of standing firm and being free are not what I'd normally put together. I think very often when I'm thinking about freedom, because I love running, I think about running around and making things happen. And the thought of being set free in order to stand firm seems a little bit strange. But really what it's talking about here is that, as it says, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. So he set us free just to know freedom. And standing firm in that freedom is something that really should be a tremendous blessing to us. Because it's in standing firm that we realize that everything that wants to come back on our shoulders to oppress us and take away our liberty is something that we have to come against. So standing firm and not allowing ourselves to be burdened again by a yoke of slavery is really important. You'd think that it was just not going to happen. You'd think that being set free was something that was just so incredible that you'd never want to be enslaved again. But you know, there's something that we have to face, that some of us find security in our limitations. We don't like to admit to it, but actually we feel quite safe in our little environment. And God's saying, actually, I don't want you to be enslaved. I don't want you to be imprisoned. I don't want you to be restricted. I want you to realize that you can stand firm in the liberty that you've got and say no to everything that would want to restrict you. So it may seem an unusual juxtaposition of ideas, but I want you to hold on to it, because I know that when we stand firm in the freedom that God has given us and don't go back into those limitations and mindsets that restrict us, but just keep saying, no, I'm not going to be enslaved. I'm going to explore this freedom. I'm going to live in the wonderful liberty that God has given me so that I can explore all that he has. And let's realize that the way that we are able to live the life that God wants us to, that is true freedom. It's the freedom to do what he wants, not just the freedom to do what we want, that really is the liberty that we need to enjoy. So press on. Just keep living in that liberty, enjoying the freedom that Jesus has given us, and enjoying the freedom to be the person that he wants you to be.